Hey guys, what's up? Uh, Josh here, also known as MrHerper. What I'm going to show you guys today is some snake skins that I have and that I've collected over time. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. And this first one that I have here is a ball python snake skin. I skinned this one myself. This is actually my first snake I ever had that was bought from Bill's Pet Shop in Moorhead. He ended up dying due to his back got dislocated. A friend of mine's little brother came over one day hanging out, and he asked to hold the snake, and he wasn't quite sure what he was doing, and the snake ended up somehow getting his back dislocated. So anyways, yeah, so he ended up going, and this next one here is another ball python that I had. If you guys watch my old account, JLMF111491, you may have saw an old video of Sheila, and that was who this was right here. She died, I think it was like 2 winters ago. She ended up getting a cold, but she was a bit bigger than him. I skinned her myself also. I got her head, got all the way from the head all the way down to the tail. Got all that in there. But yeah, I got her shortly after Rocco had died. I went in and bought this one, and this one ended up passing away as well. But I had her for a while. I had her for about a year. This next one I'm going to show you guys is this here is it's a southern copperhead. You guys can see that distinct pattern right there. It sticks out, the hourglass bandings. I got this snake skin actually from a friend of mine named Joe. You guys may have saw him on some of my old herping with the crew videos from my old account. He's been herping with me and Brandon and stuff like that. But he gave me this. This is one that he had a while back ago. This next one here is this is a scarlet king snake found around here. Scarlet snake. They're found around here in North Carolina. In a way they're pretty common, in a way they're pretty rare. I found quite a bit of them, and so has MrHerper Brandon. He's found some of these before. We used to find them all the time in the Eckerd Wilderness program we were in. This next one here, this is a timber rattlesnake, or a canebrake rattlesnake. This was one that me and Joe actually got while we were down in the wind's kind of blowing. This is one that me and Joe got while we were down in Aurora, North Carolina. Some old man had called about this rattlesnake being in his yard, and it actually bit all 3 of his dogs and killed them. And I know you guys can't see it, but there's a bunch of like little holes in the skin here from where the dog's teeth had got into them. But the old man, you know, he got revenge before we could even get there, and because it killed his dogs, he killed the rattlesnake. So most we could do was skin it, and so that's what we did with him. And then this next one here is this is an eastern mud snake. Now this snake is actually pretty rare to find in North Carolina. We've only seen a few of them. This one right here was found down in Havelock, North Carolina, outside of a little pond, like a creek, and these kids had actually smashed it like with a rock and all this, and killed it. And the skin is all, you know, messed up. It's not that good of a skin because the way it was. But yeah, you can see that. You can see these orange bandings that come from the belly area up the sides, and it's basically orange on black. But yeah, that's the eastern mud snake right there. So this next one here was actually given to me by MrHerper Brandon. He gave me this. This is a yellow rat snake skin. He actually found this underneath his house a couple years ago. He found this. This is like a good 5.5, 6 foot yellow rat snake skin. And it's the actual like shedding. It's not like where, you know, it was found dead or something like that. But it's good size. You can see. Brandon found that under his house and gave it to me, and I pretty much laminated it with tape. I didn't use actual lamination, but it worked out. Now, next one here is this is actually an eastern cottonmouth, or water moccasin. This one was found by Joe somewhere down in Havelock, North Carolina. He actually, I think he said this was like his first snake he ever found, or first water moccasin, I think, that he ever caught. And honestly, I don't know why he killed it, because I sure as hell didn't kill any of my first snakes I ever caught, or my first water moccasin or anything like that. But Joe's not all into the snake like saving and everything as like me and Brandon and all of us, because you know he's really good at catching snakes and he knows the snakes and the details and facts and all that. But you know, sometimes if he sees a nice snake and likes the skin or something, or thinks he'll make a nice skin, he'll, you know, kill it or something. But I pretty much got him out of that. Yeah, that's Eastern Cottonmouth right there, given to me by Joe for one Christmas. He gave it to me. Now this last one here I'm going to show you is this is a timber rattlesnake skin, or a canebrake, whatever you want to call it. It's basically a bigger version of the little one I showed you. You can see this one is much bigger. This was a 4-foot rattlesnake. Is actually found. This was found down in Jones County, close to where Brandon lives. XXX, where you saw that he found his timber rattlesnake. This one was actually found by a fire squad. This old chief that used to be a chief for me and Brandon and us. He was out in some woods. He was a firefighter, and he was in some woods of out in Jones County, and there was a forest fire going on, and he said they heard this rattlesnake going off, rattling its tail from a quarter of a mile away. They followed the sound all the way out in the woods, and they said they came to an old washing machine, or it was a dryer or something, and they said they opened it up, and inside there was this big old rattlesnake right here, and they said there was another one. They said it was a male and a female. Well, when he killed this snake, he was doing he had the skin, and he was doing it as he was displaying, like, he was giving us a lesson one time in the camp about like the snakes that are around here in North Carolina, what to watch out for. And he actually brought the skin, and I liked the skin like so much, like I kept asking about it. And he told me that when I graduated from the camp, that he would give this to me. And which, when I graduated successfully, he did give it to me. And it used to have the rattle on the end. It had about 10 buttons, but eventually it, you know, weared off and it broke. And it actually didn't break; it just fell off. But the little one I had, that rattle broke all into little pieces, because their rattles are really easy to break. But anyways, yeah, you can see those bands that come across the timber. It's got that orange line that runs all the way down its back, right there, like an orangish reddish line. It runs all the way down the center of the back of the timber. Got those bands, and then it gets darker towards the end of the tail, right there. It starts to get darker and darker. But yeah, so I think I've talked enough about my snake skins that I got here. And so anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna end the video. And you know, so I'm gonna try to go out and do some herping today. Maybe I'll find some stuff.